Very welcome here today to the official opening of our Blacksmith sculpture. This was the site of the original forge in Emly, and it was in the 1911 census. There were wallies here as blacksmiths.
Well done. Yeah. I just didn't want to join your own, just to
unable to be, but he made a promise that he would give some few items for display and for consideration, and he kept his promise. And I just said these few bits and pieces
How often does a horse have to be shoed?
Roughly every 4 to 6 weeks, just so that his feet grow long, just to keep them in the right angle.
And why do you shoot a horse?
Mainly because of the terrain they're on. Like mares in the fields now, you wouldn't shoot him, you'd have them barefooted.
Yes.
But, you know, for exercise on the roads and jumping, just for traction and to protect their feet.
Yeah. And how much would it cost to get a horse shoed? Roughly.
That's Jonas later. It varies from place to place. Like the thoroughbred industry, you're looking at 80, 90 euro a set.
Yes.
You know, when they're in the hunting, it's probably 60 euro a set. No, it depends where you are.
Yeah. And the metal you use, is that mild steel or?
Yeah.
Okay, right. And do you shape it from?
Well, I'm going to make one from scratch.
And is that common now?
Not really, no, unless you're competing or getting ready for college exams and that. But,
Yeah.
I'm going to make one from scratch today.
And tell me, how quick does a hoof grow?
Well, it takes a year from to go from, or 9 months from the connery band all the way to the bottom.
Which is about 4 inches, or 3 inches?
Yeah, depends on the size, 4 or 5.
Yeah. And how is it you don't end up putting the nail back in the same hole?
Because you need new holes, all that, to keep the nails nice and tight and keep them on.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thanks.
You can commentate. Your son's doing that. No, your son's doing that. You can do the running commentary, Dad.
You're judging by eye, are you, the size?
Yeah.
How long are you at it?
29 years.
Okay.
If you put them down to this side, would you better?
pick up one or two, would you?
Right.
And why aluminium? I mean, aluminium is light and soft, isn't it?
Yeah, I will in a second, yeah.
We'll be able to see some 5 months before we really get it on the market. But sudden as the rise in prices was for 19.
The plough. A single-bore horse-drawn plough was used to turn over the top of the soil prior to cultivation. A leg attached to the main beam with a wheel at the lower end was used to set the plough to the required depth. Potato digger, pulled by 2 horses. The board share of this ran beneath the potatoes, which were then lifted and spun free of the soil to be collected by hand. We have the milk strainer, normally used during the milking of cows to prevent any foreign bodies, flies, etc. from entering the churn. The churn itself, a container used to take milk to the creamery. These came in various sizes from 10 to 15 gallons and even 20 gallons. A wheel rake used during hay saving operations. When the hay was dry enough for collection, the horse-drawn wheel rake was used to gather the hay in large rows. Also used after the main crop had been collected to clean up any wisps that may have escaped. Roller. A concrete roller made locally was used to level and firm the soil when corn, etc. had been sown. It was pulled by a horse or a donkey. The drill cleaner. This was used to remove weeds from the sides of drills. It was mainly used in the sugar beet, turnips and crops like that. We have a root pulper, also known as a root cutter. It was used to chop up turnips, mangels, potatoes, etc. into smaller portions so that animals could safely eat them.